In life, as in code, what we build defines us. But when complexity rises, we must step back and build wisely. Hello and welcome. I am Usama Imdad Sian, and in this video, we will explore builder design patterns in Rust. But this isn't just a lesson in design pattern, this is a reflection on how we bring order to chaos, how we construct step by step what would otherwise be very overwhelming. So let's start where all development starts, the terminal. I will write the command to create a new Rust project, cargo new test builder. I will cd into this project and open it with my favorite text editor or IDE. Then open my Rust file, which will be in source directory. Now, before we write a single line of code, let's discuss why we need builder design patterns, not just in code but in life. Imagine you are working with a complex structure, a structure with many moving parts, many fields to fill, rules to follow. Doing it in one shot, messy, frustrating, error prone. You could do it the hard way every time, or you could build a builder, a structure which encapsulates the logic to create and handle the complex structure. So this is not just a lesson in design patterns, it's a principle. When creation is hard, break it down. When the process repeat, automate it. When life is chaotic, add structure. So let's implement builder design pattern in Rust. I will create a structure name HTML element. It will have name, text and elements as its attributes. Elements will have a vector of HTML elements. So this is, let's assume this is our complex structure and we want to create a builder which will handle the creation of that structure. So this is, for this example, this is just a simple structure. In the production, I wouldn't bother to create a separate builder for this type of structure. So let's create a builder for this example. For this structure builder, it will have an attribute of type named root and it will of type HTML element. Now let's implement this builder. It will have a function named new, okay, and it will take two attributes, string and text. And it will return itself. Okay, so on calling of this function, it will create an instance of the builder which will create an instance of HTML element, save it at the root. The name will be name.toString, text will be of text.toString, elements array will be empty for now. I will not put semicolon here because we are returning this. So let's create a builder new and okay, so let's create let's implement a function in HTML element. Name string, which will take self and it will return a string, and the string will be of type, it will just, for now we will just print the name and text. Name is this and text is this. Self dot name, self dot text. Okay, so we will not put semicolon here because we are returning this. And in the builder we will also create a function name string. We will just call the, which will also take an attribute name self, and it will call the string function of the root, and it will also return string. Okay, so now the new let's say I want to create unordered list attribute with text. Let's keep it empty. Okay, and I want to print the output builder dot string. Let's just see whether everything runs is not or not. So as you can see, the name is UL and the text is empty. Because our text is empty, that's why it didn't show anything there. So before moving forward, let's just create another file name html.rs, and instead of writing all this code here, we should paste it there so that everything is clean. And maybe because we want to use HTML builder there, we should make it public. pub. This function should also be pub, and this should also be pub, public. Okay, so now let's just see. Okay, great, everything works. So our basic builder is working. I will first create another function which will add children to the elements of the HTML elements. Okay, so the function name will be add child. It will take self, which will be mutable, and it should also take name and text. Okay, so whenever this function is called, I will add root. I will append it to the elements vector of the root, push, and HTML element, name, text, and elements will be empty array. Okay, so this will add our child. We also want to modify the string function, so we can look at it in beautiful form. So let's create an attribute here, usize, and we will create another attribute, and we can say it should repeat this many times, and we want to we can say let's temp equal to format, and here we want to create, we will take two parameters. The first parameter will be indent string, and the second parameter will be the name of the element. Okay, so this is our temporary string. Now we will check whether there is whether our text is empty or not. So if not empty, text is empty, then we can maybe append push string. Yes, there is a function named push string, and we can say just less self dot text. Okay, cannot mutate immutable variable temp. Okay, so after that we will loop our elements el in self dot elements, and we will call append temp dot push string. We will append the element string function. Okay, and here indent, I will add the indent. Okay, and after that I will add maybe this, and I will like above I will add indent string, and here I will add the closing syntax of HTML. The second attribute will be self.name. Okay, so our output will be, return will be temp. Now let's see whether it works or not. Okay, it says first expected one argument found 0. We should pass an argument. Okay, so there are so many errors. Mismatch types, expected string, found string. So the issue is here, we need to make this variable mutable because we are making changes on next lines, and on this line we need to pass the reference to the string instead of the copy of string, and here we also need to pass the reference. No, don't need that. And same is here. So let's see. So yeah, so for here this case is same. Okay, so this is our string function, and mismatch type expected string, found string. Okay, so I think missing structure field name. Okay, so we need to do this. Add child is never used, we will use it. Okay, I think everything looks good here. So this is our builder. We need to add 2 attributes. Let me see whether yeah, so I'll need to make it public so that I can access outside of the module. Add child, it will take 2 attributes. Name will be list item and the text will be hello. Okay, builder, I can add another attribute. Let's see whether it works or not. Cannot borrow builder as mutable. It is not declared. We need to make it mutable because we are making changes. So I think every issue is resolved now. Let's run our project. Okay, so you can see the output is here under list. It is not very beautiful, but it shows our HTML. Let's make it beautiful. We need to add new line after this. Okay, and we need to maybe add before this, and if there is no text, if there is text, then we should add the, maybe we should write this way: if self dot elements dot length is greater than 0, or we can say that is not empty. Then we can push string n. Okay, and we can do this after this as well. So using a single character calling push string using a single character. Just a little for further information. Let's just say let's ignore the debugging for now and run our project. Okay, ul, we are printing two times, and instead of doing this we can say else we can yeah, so this will be here. And now we will check why there is a space after the hello. The space is because we are putting the indent string here, and we should remove the indent string here. Now let's see. Yeah, so now I think it looks great. So this is our simple builder which handles the creation of our the HTML element structure and render our HTML elements. So we can also improve further. So instead of writing these two separate lines, we can say that we don't want to write these separately, and we can return self here. Okay, and self will be this, and the self s of self will be capital. So now let's just check whether it works or not. Instead of writing this, yeah, so let's run our project now. Yeah, so it works. So this is our behavioral builder. So our builder becomes behavioral. We can also we can improve it to do further things. Let's just say if I want to do it in one line, I can do it like this, and yeah, so we don't need mutation now, and because this last add child is returning the reference to the HTML builder, that's why the builder lifespan will be over on this line. So instead of calling the string function on the line number 9, we should call it here. So now let's just see. Builder, yeah, I think it will work. Maybe work. Yeah, so it is working. Variables can be used directly in the format string. Can I remove this warning using this? Yes. So as you can see, the builder is working. We can further improve this. If let's say so the builder in current form is handling the basic structure, one hierarchical structure. If we add a depth to the, if we want to add depth to the hierarchy, we may need to add further logic in our builder which can handle that. So this is all for now. If you have if you face any problem or you see any problem in my implementation, you are welcome to suggest me and write with your comments. Thank you.